weekly bombshell here for Bitcoin. We have the weekly chart up. I want to present something to the market that no one's discussing right now. On behalf of the VIP, this is London Bitcoin Spike. Guys, we have a great room full of top traders, VIP level membership. In terms of this coil or the symmetrical triangulation, I want to bring it to your attention on the weekly chart as well, with some pricing targets to the up and downside. Real briefly, I don't think that anyone in the market is watching this weekly chart, and you know that this group, me specifically, I found this specified as we were looking at the retracement, real critical time. And during the retracement in 2021, I identified this, shared it on Twitter with a bunch of the big guys, CCing a bunch of the big guys, etc. And yes, this specified, very, very difficult to identify, but guys, it played out so well on that weekly chart, that falling wedge of bullish structure. So looking at this specified, this specific symmetrical triangulation, thus far it is just textbook. We would invite the opportunity to potentially have a hitch here to look at it. May take a while, okay, to determine whether or not it will operate as a continuation pattern, as it typically does. Typically, if it starts in from a bearish, I'd say, movement here in terms of the retracement, it will want to continue to the downside. The downside pricing target for those who want to operate on the weekly chart, and a lot of people do, it's been very accurate in the past for us. 30,500 would be the downside target. We are buttressed up by that 100 moving average. There will be orders here, but there will also right now be orders at this level, the lower 30,500. The upper target, in terms of it will depend upon exactly where we were to quote unquote break out on the weekly, but I will bring to your attention the $47,771 to the upside. Shorts are probably engaged in and around that level. In addition, there will be confirmation necessary from the other time frames and the other patterns that are available on those other time frames. If we, for instance, take this down to the 4 hourly, you know in depth that we have discussed various other patterns. That purple on the screen is the 30 on the RSI, just for your information. So you'll see a lot of deviation. Okay, in terms of that line of resistance and the line of support on the lower time frames. At the same time, you'll see it respected right here. This top line resistance, you'll see it perfectly respected here. So we'll see we call it a confirmation between the weekly, okay, an agreement, a confluence, or an overlapping between the weekly line of resistance and the daily here. Okay, on the daily, we have that specified respect of this level. On the 4 hourly as well, we have a real strong respect of this specified resistance line as well. The current, I'd say the current price action is respecting it as well. At much more of a micro feature, but you'll see that hitch right along that attempt to gain traction as prior resistance to support, boom, resistance from the weekly again, and it would be the support move from that 4 hourly. So as we assess the different time frames, a lot goes into it, more than we can talk about in these few short moments we have. Currently it's down, Bitcoin is down 1% to about 40,480. Want to discuss real quickly also key feature, let me get into this real quickly. This specific drop that occurred, let me get rid of this symmetrical triangulation. Just want to shout out to the VIP. Specific triangulation today that did drop out. Just want to shout out to Pathfinder, to Slim, to AJ Crypto, to Luke, to Angel, without a doubt, our number one contributor, $58,000 plus. But looking at that symmetrical triangulation, you'll see we had it here, and we were walking it through. Very specifically nuanced move by Bitcoin. This is what VIP is like in the back. We're consistently sharing the charts, staying on top of the price action. I can't thank all the VIP enough. You guys are doing a great job. I would be live streaming, However, I have an appointment early in the morning. Again, if I haven't mentioned it to you, and I have to be at that appointment sharp as a tack, guys, so I have to be there. In terms of this line of resistance, the breakout, I did notify in terms of a potential fake out. They're not favored by the bulls, descending triangles. You see why. Walking the VIP through this in the back, you see this fake out through resistance. You see the going into the specified lower time frames to assess it, right? Getting into a potential, though defective, bull pennant on the lower time frames, which failed. Talking about this line of resistance in terms of the difficulty of completing a descending triangle to the upside. It's just, this is where the crucial value of VIP comes into play. As you watch these, just the action in the back, the target to the downside, buyers trying to hold support. We just don't want to miss a single move of Bitcoin. We just do not want to miss a move of Bitcoin. That's why we're Bitcoin Spike. We like to catch those spikes. To the extent that you trade on the weekly or a lower time frame, please incorporate this information for your overall trade assessment in terms of your positioning, where you are currently. Are you overexposed? Are you underexposed? Bitcoin is a great investment vehicle and store of value. We're very big fans of it. Congratulations to Angel, our top VIP, again, involved in Bitcoin since $7.79. If you guys would like to join a number one trade group or the number one trade group, guys, it's right here. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. And I'd be prepared if I were you all to review first of all, the video from yesterday in terms of the descending triangle, because on the micro, we just went through a very nice micro feature. Okay, I would be prepared to operate anywhere in this zone in addition to the other patterns. I'll provide some clarity by the minute as we do in the back as to which pattern is going to win. It's not a situation where we have 50 patterns. It's just that, you have to choose one. The notion is some people just prefer to trade on the weekly. That is it. That is all they will do, is trade on the weekly time frame. For those who are interested in more of that long-term approach and not be so potentially distracted, they might think, by the move day to day or week to week or hour to hour. This is the video for you, and for those who are more aggressive in day trading, just to understand and recognize that there is this specified pattern, which technically should be a continuation to the downside. We'll go over some additional hurdles in terms of the ones we've already discussed. I trust that you're aware of those, in line with those other patterns on the other time frames. But we will not miss the weekly. I just promise you that on this channel. In terms of this prior call, was just huge. We have Twitter, me saying I see something big right here, and bam, it was huge, guys. $30,000 and just a nice move to the upside from that point of takeoff. Over 100% of a move in I say Q3 to Q4 of 2021. That's right. I got my years right by now, guys. This is I've been writing the wrong one on checks the entire time, but I barely write checks, so that's not much of a problem anymore. I appreciate all of your time. You guys just log this in terms of your specified the specified patterns that you're looking at. I appreciate all of you. I will be streaming tomorrow. We'll be streaming tomorrow, but today I have to get some rest to be sharp for my meeting in the morning. This is London with Bitcoin Spike.